Hello my loves, welcome back to the channel. Today we have our completed pages for this month, and I'm going to go ahead and do them because I haven't been feeling very great. So, we'll go ahead and get started. So, this month we did complete Mini Research Europea by Rita Behrman, or at least I think I did anyway. Nope, this was a buddy color. I didn't get to it in time, but I am going to probably make a video on how I color certain things for next month, so that will be fun. And just to let you guys know that if I'm not feeling great, I'm not going to upload videos, so the videos will be uploaded momentarily, maybe like once a week or something like that, if I do get a splurge of energy. So, they will be uploaded. That is a work in progress I need to complete, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything in this one this month. Yeah, that is from last month. I don't think I showed it to you guys. So that is that one. The next book we have here is Die Will. I did get 2 pages completed in here. And these 2 pages were completed with Faber-Castell Albert Durs and not Neo Color, but this one was completed with Albert Durs and Derva Ink Tints. This one was completed with Albert Durs and Neo Colors. So this one I just kept it simple, and I really like how it turned out. I did add some artsy watercolor on the little lantern thing right there. This one I did a background tutorial on how I did an ink stamp background using the Daybreak Crafts, and I did lose my voice when I did this one because my allergies were so screwed up that I couldn't talk. So, anywho, that is that one. I don't really like how the background turned out, so I am going to try a different background with the stamp pads that I have. And this next cute little page was completed with Prismacolors, Neo Colors, and I added in a white Uniball Sino. And I really like how this one turned out. And the background and the bottom of the dirt is Neo Colored as well. The next page I got completed from pages to complete in April. Sorry guys, I haven't been doing many color alongs, but they will eventually be back. I did complete this one, and this one was done with polychromos, and I want to say I added in some Ohuhu glitter markers and some CSY gel pen and Uniball Sino. This one the background I done with gel crayons just to test it out and see how well it would work before I done a tutorial. And I can tell you, matching pencils up to the color of the gel crayons does not go too smoothly. So with that being said, I don't know if I'm going to use gel crayons for a background or a tutorial, but I will figure something out. So Um, I do have a work in progress that's going on right here, so I may finish that next month for Whip Wednesday. And I may do a little bit of color and chat for you guys so that you know what's going on. But here is that one. For the background, I was trying to get like a grayish green background with Prisma, but I don't really like how it's turning out, so I'll probably just use like some acrylic paints or something like that to get the color I want. And the window, I did add it in to make it not look so busy in the background. And I really like the window, and I like how that turned out, so I'll probably go back over the background with something else. Okay. So the next book we have is Fierce and Fantasy Faces. And this was a buddy color, and she hasn't sent me hers yet, so I will not post it, but I will go ahead and share with you my buddy color. This one was the page that we have chosen. This was completed with Copic markers, and I absolutely love how she turned out. I did go ahead and get the starter set of the Copic KOs, and I really, really like them, so I'll probably end up getting the other two sets so that you know I have all the colors. And I really love how she turned out with the Copics. I like how they lay down, and I like how they blend. I like them better than my Ohuhu markers, so that is what I will be using. And this one is a book that I did bind myself. We have Whimsy Girls Through the Decades, and this page here was also a buddy color. She hasn't sent it to me, so I can't share with you her image. This one was done with also Copic markers, and I really like how she turned out. So, there is that one. Okay, so these next two right here. This one comes from Whimsy Girls from the Archives by Hannah Lynn. I did this with Copic, and hubby picked the colors. He said she looked like a goth chick, so I went with the colors that he said, and they blended out perfectly, and they also went well together the way I correlated the colors in together. And I really like how she turned out, so she is one of my favorites. And don't laugh at her little face. I'm learning to do skin tones with markers, so she's not quite yet perfect. So the next one I have here is also from Whimsy Girls from the Archives. And I really like how she turned out as well. I also used Copic KO with her. And the skin tones are getting a tad bit better, but not much, just a little bit. So there's that one. Okay, so the next book we have is Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings by Hannah Lynn. The first page I did was this one. I completed her with Copics and added in some of the Ohuhu sparkle pins. And I really like how she turned out. And there is one more that I did complete. Oh, and she is from my list of books to color, which I probably won't do that next month because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And I did get the Springtime Fairy completed, and I really like how she turned out. I like the colors that I used, and she is also done with Copic as well. Okay, so the next book that we have is It's a Cat's World by Miss Teresa. I did get the page done that I said I was going to do in here. This one is done with all Copic. I added in, I didn't write that down. So I added in some of the Ohuhu glitters and, ZSCM glitter gel pen on the quilt and the blanket and her gloves down there. But the rest is done with Copic marker. And I really like how it turned out, so. Alright. The next book we have is Small Victories by Johanna Basford. We have these two here. The page on the left I completed with Tavaluza watercolors, a Uniball Sino white gel pen, and Ohuhu glitter markers. So that is what this one is done with. The second one right here is completed with Tavaluza watercolors, Burt Funner square pencils, and Wink of Stella. And so, this next one here is a buddy color with Misty over at Country NCC. So be sure to go and check out her channel to see her completed page, which I will add hers right here. And this is the background that you guys grumbled and complained about and said it didn't look right. And I'll tell you too, some of the colors with neo colors, like the darker colors and the mid-tone colors, blend in perfectly together. But if you do an extremely lighter color, they're not going to blend together. Like the purple and the blue up here I did. I wish I just would have, done it all purple. So, and the picture is done with polychromos and my Colorful Country Life color combinations. So there is that. And next but not last, we have Enchanted Earth. I did complete a very old work in progress out of this one. This one, I started out using watercolors, and then I went and I used my Tombow markers because I haven't used them in a while and I wanted to use them, so that's what I completed it with, and I really like how it turned out. So that is that one. This next one is also completed with Tombow. And this page was one that I did a buddy color with. The background is done with gelatos, and this was a buddy color with my friend Greta over on Instagram. And I also used Copic markers on this one as well, and I did forget to color in the little insides of the flowers, so I'll probably go back and do that. But yes, if you guys want to reach out and color with me, feel free. I'll be happy to color with you. Okay. The last book we have here, the tiny book. Trying to find the cover. This is Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls by Hannah Lynn. And this was done with Copic, and I added in some either ZSCM dual metallic pens, or I added in some Ohuhu glitter. I can't exactly remember which one it was, but I really like how she turned out. So there you have it, guys. This was my completed pages for the month. I currently, right now, as of now, do not have any plans. I'm probably just going to go with it and maybe do some tutorials, color alongs, or whatnot. And we will see what gets done next month. So I will talk to you guys in the next one.